my meat roll-up, ground chicken or turkey or beef, jalapeno, white or brown onion, garlic, JF spicy salt, black pepper, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, cumin. I made this on Instagram once and people went nuts for it, and I went nuts for it too because it tastes like kind of like a supreme pizza. I don't know how I got there, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. It's not in my cookbook, so this is kind of a bonus recipe. You can use it with chicken, beef, turkey, whatever you wanna do, ground meat, but it's really simple and it's so delicious and it subs for any kind of like a wrap you would use. I served mine with an arugula salad last time and it was like insane. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. First of all, what we're gonna do is we're going to heat up a pan and saute first my onions, garlic, jalapeno, and sun-dried tomatoes. The sun-dried tomatoes is what makes this like delicious and sort of like pizza-esque. Not too hot. Using cured olive oil, which is my favorite, which is what I always use. I've got about, since this is 1 pound of ground meat, I've got about 1/4 of a white tomato that I've diced pretty fine and a whole jalapeno. So I'm gonna dump that right in here. Medium heat. We're gonna give this a saute. So we're not gonna really like fully saute this to brown it. We just wanna cook it through a little bit. It's sort of like my meatballs. I never like to put in raw garlic or onion in any of those things. I like to cook it a little bit. So it doesn't have like that like raw bite to it. About a clove of garlic, not too much. And then the key here is about 3 chopped up large like sun-dried tomatoes. You can use 4, just into a fine dice. I'm pretty funny. I like everything to be about the same size when I cook, if you know me. I'm pretty kind of crazy about my dice. I like the dice to be consistent. So just let's give this a little saute on medium, just for about 2 to 3 minutes, until that raw bite is taken out of all of this. Oh, the oven's ready. So what I'm gonna do is then let this cool for like a few minutes before I add it to my meat mixture. And literally all you do is you season the meat with some dried spices, add this mixture into it, and we're gonna press it down onto these sheet trays between 2 pieces of parchment paper and make like a flat triangle. And it cooks pretty quickly. I've got my oven preheated to 375 convection bake. If you don't have convection bake, that's fine. You can just bake it at 375, and it shrinks a lot. So just keep that in mind as well. You really wanna make sure that, as I'll show you as I press this out, you wanna make sure that it's even and it makes a really nice big wide triangle because it's gonna shrink. It can be haphazard, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the key is to make it as thin as possible and as even as possible. It smells so good already, you guys. Oh my God, this smells so delicious. It already smells to me like a pizza. And I love a supreme pizza, which is like peppers, tomatoes, onions, and pepperoni. This has like this sort of like meat pepperoni vibe to it when it's done. It's freaking amazing, just trust me. All right, these are almost done. Like I said, just like that, because it's gonna cook at 375. You don't want it to be fully cooked through. We don't wanna brown any of this. We just wanna take that raw bite out of it. And we'll turn it off and we'll let it cool. We'll have the magic of TV, let this cool. We'll be right back. So to push my cooling along on this, I'm gonna remove it from the pan and put it into a bowl. You can throw it in the fridge for a second too if you wanna really like push up the cooling on this. I've done that before. But just getting it out of the pan is gonna help it cool off faster. So do that if you're in a rush. All right, we're back. This is cooled off. So now we're gonna add it into our meat mixture. Just dump it on top. It's like the easiest thing. And then I've got my onion powder, garlic powder, and the key to this, I think that gives it a really nice like smoky flavor, is the cumin. I love cumin. I use it in so much of my cooking. And a little bit of paprika, which you can leave out if you don't want to use it. Like I said, make these yours. Use whatever spices you like. Use less of what you love. Swap something out if you don't like it. Lots of cracked black pepper. And then this one, I'm gonna use JF spicy salt. And then this, if you just had your nails done, put on some gloves if you want to. I'm gonna get right in there. I've got dark nail polish on. So I like to use my hands a lot when mixing meat. I just feel like it works better. So get your hands in there. And you don't wanna over mix this meat ever, because it gets a little tough. Not that it really matters because you're using it as like a roll up, but just make sure all those spices are incorporated really, really nicely in here. Just fold it kind of like a dough, fold it over, mush it. Just till it's even. And that's really it. It's so easy. Okay, So my hands are messy, but I want to keep them messy because I need to now make my flattened piece. So let's move that over. I'm going to transfer this onto here. My hands are dirty, but the reality of real kitchen cooking, this is it. So once this is on here, use your hands a little bit to sort of even it out, to sort of help this along so you start getting an even rectangle. As I show you, when I put the other piece of parchment paper on top of this and start to roll it out, it'll start getting a little uneven, but I just think it helps a lot if you kind of start with your hands a little bit and work your way out. You don't want it to be so thin that you have a hole, but you want it to feel pretty even. See, there's a hole, but see, it's forgiving. Just push it back. All right. And then, 1 second, let me get this off my hands. All right, I'm back. One more sheet of parchment on top of it, and then you can use your hands to sort of keep pressing it down, but I can see it's already starting to reach the edges on some of these. I like to use a mug. You can use a rolling pin, but I feel like there's a lot more control, and it's like you always have a mug sitting around on your counter or your cabinet. So just start rolling it out to the sides. And it starts to create this awesome rectangle of meat, which is going to be your wrap. So when I do this, I find the sides to sort of sometimes get a little thick, so I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna peel back this parchment, and I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna cut off some of this meat. See how it's kind of thick on the side here? And because I don't want it to go all the way to the end, so I'm gonna cut off that. And I see that it's missing a little bit here and here. I'm just gonna transfer that piece here, transfer this piece here, and kind of move it around to try to even it out. See how these sides are kind of coming out and they're a little thick? Move that in. Take this side. It's so easy, you guys. I don't do anything that's hard. I don't have time. And then we'll put this back on. We'll put the parchment back on top, and we'll roll it again. And even it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but this will give you pretty much an even rectangle to work with. And that's it. You can kind of feel too when you're going through here, the even, where it's uneven, where it feels a little bit thicker. And that's it. Voila. Still not perfect, but that's okay. So I'm gonna throw this into a 375 convection bake oven for about 10 minutes. It cooks pretty quickly and it does shrink a lot. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm back. I forgot I wanna put some salt on top. Just a little bit. A little bit of spicy salt on top. It's nice to have a little crusty salt on top. Now we're gonna bake it at 375. Careful, this 375 is high and it's convection, so pull your head back so you don't burn your face when you put this in. Throw it right in. 375, like I said, about 10 minutes. It's really, really fast, so keep an eye on it. So, okay, so while that cooks, let's do the salad that goes inside. You can really put whatever you want inside of it. Last time, I'm gonna replicate what I did the first time because it was so freaking good. It's sort of like this salad pizza vibe. I used arugula because it was what I had in the house. If you've got romaine, use whatever you want. You can stuff it with cabbage, anything. But what I loved about it last time is it had vegan feta, so it sort of had that cheesy bite to it. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. You can use regular feta, you can use whatever the fuck you want. And then I put in pepperoncini. So it's got this like I said, it sort of has this like Italian supreme pizza subish vibe. Mustard vinaigrette always, like eyeballing it. And a little bit of spicy salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And that is my interior because you've got all of that protein on the outside. You don't need to worry about shoving it and stuffing it with protein and doubling it up. You can put whatever you want. I choose to do this just because it's simple. It's sort of one of my favorite things. It's just like a fresh, easy salad. And it works well with anything. So this will go inside my meat wrap as soon as it's done. Let me go check on it right now. Here we go. See how much it's shrunk already too? It's shrunk a lot. It's almost there. It's pretty much done. I just like to brown it a little bit more. That was really under. That was like 7 minutes, if that. 2 minutes, I'm taking it out. So the beauty of doing something that it's so thin is it cooks so quickly. So this has literally been like under 10 minutes. And look at this, it's already done. It's gorge. It's happy. It's a meat wrap. If you haven't heard of one, now you have. So don't mind that runoff. That's just natural with the meat. We'll actually drain that off to the side. I'll take it and I'll put it off to the side so we get rid of all the moisture that's in there because we want it to dry off a little bit. What's great, and see how you put it back down? It goes back under the parchment, so it's not on your meat. So see how much it shrunk? A lot. All right, what I'm gonna do now is if you wanna make it as a roll up like what I'm gonna do and have it as a like roll up, like I said, you can cut this into strips, has this as like meat jerky snacks. Whatever you guys wanna do, chop this up, put it on top of a salad, do whatever you want with it. I'm gonna cut this into 3 strips, which will be, don't burn yourself, which will be my meat roll-ups. I think last time I did 2, when I did it before, 2 really huge ones, 'cause it was dinner. Right now, I'm just doing it as 3. And I'm gonna take it, this one I'll take first, and I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna put the top of it bottom side down like that. So when you roll it, that's the exterior. So it's cooked through, add my salad, and stuff it. So I overstuff it and let it kind of come out both ends of it. It's a little hot to roll, I'm speeding this up. But this is literally all you do. You take it and you roll it, and it's like a wrap. Check that out. Who needs bread? Meat. It's all about protein anyways. And it's so freaking delicious, you guys, trust me. The messages I got after I made this on Instagram, I can't wait for you guys to have this all the time to make this. It's like pizza, it's a salad, it's everything you want. It's flavorful, it's spicy, it's zingy. It's got everything, and it will make you feel great because there is nothing in it that is gonna make you feel inflamed. No nightshades, no dairy, no seed oils. I'm just gonna grab it and take a bite because it smells so good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so good, guys. It's so good. Make this now, like immediately. Oh my God. Here's pizza. Just make this. So this is why to tune in here, because there's bonus recipes that are not in my cookbook. Maiden will have lots and lots of recipes that are not in here. So tune in here for more recipes that are not in the cookbook, for new recipes all the time. It's not really cheese.
By far.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
Isn't it good?
No, feta cheese is good in there.
Isn't it good?
Just fire.
Fucking good. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.